Okay, we're moving on. Let's get
back to the titles,
title
Rich,
fight.
yeah.
Let's get this fight for me is a real quality fight. Let's get, please, Ferdinand Badu, our new novice welterweight champion, against Cameron Pridham. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start with respect with the champ, Ferdinand Badu. Ferds, you're defending the title. It's yours. It's there. What are your thoughts first on becoming the title holder and now defending it?
I try to take away from the fact of it's a title. To me, it's just a fight. I'll be real. So it's nice. Like it's fine. Give it to my mum. Keep it at home. I'm back at uni. Obviously now I told her to bring it back because I want to bring it here. So I tried to take away the fact that it's not the title fight. It's just a fight. How many rounds is it, Rich? 5. Okay, cool. That's it. Get ready for 5. Fight for 5. That's it.
Now, having seen you, one of the things that impressed me is you're very technical. In many ways, you come across as very professional. Does that reflect the way you train and your attitude towards it? Because I look at you in there, and as Rich said, we've got 2 quality performers, and I look at your quality and I think, is that reflected in the way you train and your mental attitude?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I love boxing. Like, when you open my YouTube, you open my Instagram, anything you open, the first thing you will see is a boxing match, you know what I mean? So, and I got family members that are boxers. For my last fight, I was training ex-professional boxers, so I feel like I've just been around it a bit more, so I'm just picking up on it naturally, you know, just naturally.
Well, at this level, one of the things I particularly like about you is you're calm under pressure. You seem to always have. A lot of boxers come in with a plan. You seem adaptable and you seem comfortable under pressure.
Correct, because I would say the gym I train is like more traditional technical boxers, but what I've seen on this circuit is less traditional and more of a scrap, so that's something I needed to adapt to, you know what I mean? But on the other side, Cameron is more, I would say, a traditional standard boxer, which I see more in the gym, which I'm more comfortable with, so I'm genuinely more excited for this than my previous fights.
Well, you just preempted my next question, because the one thing I was going to say is I see Cameron as very similar to yourself in that respect, and when you were talking about scraps, I feel this is not only a legitimate title bout, your toughest test, because I see much of the qualities I've mentioned in you, I see in your challenger as well. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I think we're similar ages. He's had, I think, double the fights I've had, but that don't really matter because we're both good, you know what I mean? But yeah, as you said, yeah, you're right. He's probably the best I've been there with, for sure, for now.
Well, Rich, I think that's a good time to change, because I said I rate both these young men very highly.
I said earlier about the heavyweight boys, you know, I've got a few favourites, and this is definitely one of them, not only because I know I've got a lot of time for these lads, they're talented boxers. They're in the novice category, but they do not box like novices, I'm telling you. And you're going to see that on the 22nd of February. Cameron is, you know, he took part in a prize fight I had. You know, he's boxed on my show a few times, always put in great performances. Probably fair to say the prize fight one wasn't your best. I actually tipped you to win that. It didn't go your way, but look, we move on from it. I know you've moved on. And obviously this fight, you know, with Ferds, you mentioned his last fight, you know, Michael Easter, he couldn't make it today. It just took him apart. Did you see that fight, Cam?
Yeah, I've watched all of his fights. Even before I knew he was in my mind to fight him, I watched all of his fights. And I said from the first one, I said I like how he fights. When he was fighting Michael, I said he should win this. First round, I'm thinking, all right, next round it's going to end. Ended in the next round. I've got a lot of respect for him as a fighter, and I'm just looking forward to this fight.
And I know when this fight got made, actually, you said to me, you guys, I think, were messaging each other, completely unrelated. You met on the circuit, but look, this is business now, and you know that's what I love. You know, they're both training, and they're not going to be in that ring. They're going to want to win, yeah? Both of these lads are going to want to win. He's going to want to keep that title and move on with his boxing. And again, you need to dethrone people like this to move on with your boxing. This is a real, for me, this is a really interesting fight.
Picking up on that, I want to ask Cameron, one of the things I liked about Ferd saying was he saw you as old school in the good way, the same as him, well-trained, good and technical. Do you see it as that sort of bout? I'm hearing the mutual respect, but also there's a belt to be won. He's basically saying he sees you in the same talent bracket. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, that's a fair comment to make, but it's based off, I've only seen 2 of his fights, so I can't really look at, I can't look at it the same as someone who's had 5 fights. I can't look, oh, he does this, he does this, he does this. 2 fights, both within 2 rounds. I can't really comment on how he fights, so I'm just training the best that I can train and be prepared for whatever he brings.
Well, Rich, as I said, on paper for me, we've got a number. It's the champion's return. We've got a returning champion, but I think we've got such a legitimate challenger as well that we all like to see a scrap, but purists, and I know there's a lot here, will also want to see a good technical bout. And I can see these two men really delivering it. That's not to say there's not going to be a stoppage. I'm saying before that happens, we're going to see real technique.
100%. I mentioned earlier about the heavyweights. I will be shocked if we don't see the final bout, But we don't know what's going to happen.
It's boxing.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're going to see a 5-round, not chess match, but a good boxing bout between 2 young men. And are they going to make me eat my words? And are we going to see a stoppage? I don't know. Are we going to see a stoppage, Cameron?
Whatever happens on the night.
Yeah.
Yes, look at that.
There you have it. That's the confidence of a champion. I can't wait for this one, Rich.
A round of applause for both these guys. They're both talented boxers. Charlie Phipps, Louis and Josh. Ryan O'Donnell.
Both together.
Oh, Reece is here,
I want you both facing towards this camera for it.
Ryan O'Donnell, Reece Rose, get him up next.
Yeah.
Title fight,
And then facing up.
Well done, lads, well done. I like that.
Well done, guys.
Okay, okay.